Hello my creative friends! Today I'm going to show you how to make the flower on this card that I showed on my blog on Monday. To make this card, or to make this flower, I used the stamp set Mixed Bunch in the new 2012 Occasions Mini, this stamp in particular, and I also used Vintage Vogue, one of my favorite stamp sets. Even though I haven't owned it very long, I admire almost every card I've seen made with it, so I finally got it myself. Now, I also on Monday used the Color Cue Challenge, and I could not find my Pretty in Pink ink pad. It's quite possible I don't own the Pretty in Pink ink pad. So to get around that, what I did was I took a Pretty in Pink marker using the brush tip end, and on its side I simply inked up my stamp. Then, so the color wasn't so bright, I stamped off once, then kind of huffed on it to make sure that it was still nice and juicy, and stamped right onto my piece of Whisper White cardstock. There you go. I actually like how it's a little bit uneven. When I was stamping off, I added pressure in different spots so that it kind of have that shabby look. Okay, so, but if you want it all even, you can certainly do that by not doing what I did. Okay, next I took the Friends stamp set, and I wanted it in two colors, the Melon Mambo and Going Gray. So first I did the Melon Mambo, again with the marker on its side. Going Gray for Friends. Huff on it again. Nice even pressure. And there you go. Our next step is to take this punch and punch that flower out. Sorry about the glare. So there's a little lever here. When it's closed, you just push it forward and it pops open. On this one, it's got kind of an intricate detail on the blossom, so it's actually easier if you can stick your paper in like we will with the Pretty in Pink. Just stick it in and use some pressure to push it down. Comes right out. But for this particular piece, we want to be able to see that Friends and our stamped image. So put this in. Okay, in order to reach it, I'm going to have to cut out a little bit. Okay, I just cut these two edges. Let's see if I can get it into the punch easier now. Yeah, there we go. Because you need to be able to turn it and see how you can see exactly where it's punching. Sorry, I gotta face me so I can see where to punch. Punches, whoops, right out. Now to close it back up, you just push it, and you slide this, push it, and then slide that closed, and now it lays flat. Love it. Okay, now we're going to take this Pretty in Pink flower that we punched out, and see, it would line up perfectly straight there. You could make a shadow by just moving it to the side a little bit. But what I do is I just turn it about half a turn, and so the petals are in between. See that? Straight, and then just kind of rotate it. And now the pink shows up behind our stamped flower. So all I'm going to do is take some snail adhesive and put a little bit in the center. Line it up where I want it again. It's pretty good. And then just kind of press it down so it sticks. I'm going to need 2 basic gray pieces. So again, you just stick it in your punch all the way, and I think it's easier if you lay it on the table and push down. Now when I did this and I was going to put it on the card, it just wasn't quite enough pop. I don't know if you can see. And I really wanted another layer. I didn't have the scallop circle punch that was bigger. I didn't have just a circle punch that was bigger. I even tried to pull out my Creative Memories circle maker, and it was either too small or way too big. So this was just, what am I going to do? I pulled out the punch and I thought, I wonder if I can cut the petals apart and layer them on the background. And you know what? It worked. Pretty happy with the results. So you just take each petal and you cut it to the center. The first one you cut out like a piece of pie. And you need to do that on 2 of these petal punches. So I'm going to do that, speed it up. Okay, I just took one of these petals and I line it up on the back, pulling it out to make sure it has a border that I think is nice. There you go, like that. And I'm going to end up doing that all the way around the card. It gives a nice little border. So to attach it, I take some snail. I run them on all of these petals. Again, line it up so that you just have the little bit of gray, going gray showing. Grab your next one and I kind of overlap the curve of one into the curve of the next and just go around. I ended up not using the last petal on both of these, but if you find yourself a little bit short, you could just cut this in half or in thirds to add a little bit extra, or you can put it in there. You can also, when you're done with the snail adhesive, it gives you a little bit of playtime and you can peel it off and adjust it a little if you need to. But basically, that's done. What I did on my card was I bent these up just a little bit and kind of curled it. See if I can do it so you can see it on the camera. Around my thumb. See that? I did that on all of the center petals just to give it a little bit of texture. You could also do it on the pink layer. So you can play with it and fold up all the edges, or just the one that you, just the top one like I did. Stick it with dimensionals onto the front of your card. And there you go. Hope you find ways to use what you have in your stash. Have a creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.